action.
A little leg. You know, I like getting a little
legs. You be crossing your legs. Today I'm gonna cross my legs too.
Okay. Just give
a little poetic justice. I'm giving a little poetic justice today.
Baby, we need some poetic justice.
Poetic justice, baby. Janet Jackson. I know I always wanted to ride on that mail truck with Lucky and them.
Because Tupac was just fine.
He was. I wanted to take an adventure like that. I
love their love story. But now that I think about it, was it toxic?
No, it's Chicago and old girl was very much toxic.
Oh, Chicago needs his ass beat.
Because I did want to do a nigga like this. Drink this down. But Janet and Tupac, I don't know if they really was toxic. I think she was just grieving and she had to get through what she had to go through in order to receive what he did.
Oh!
So let's get into it. Nita, are you ready to give?
I am ready to give. Brent, are you ready to receive?
I'm ready to receive.
Welcome to the Soul Tribe Podcast.
We didn't even need to kind of dissect that movie like that. But it was a ghetto love story, baby. You know I love me a ghetto love story.
A little bit.
Just don't act like Chicago when I break up with your ass. But I love me a ghetto love story. So y'all know what? Grab your tissue. Grab your notebook.
Well, you may not need tissue today.
Grab your popcorn.
Popcorn, your journal, because you always need your journal. And of course, your drink. Another lovely margarita.
We giving y'all a Sunday Funday.
Brent. So y'all, we are going into a Sunday Funday. That's going to be our topic.
Sunday Funday. We decompressing our week.
Our previous week, because it's the beginning of a new week.
And we're going to process how we're going to set pure intentions to start our week.
See? That's why, you know what? Sunday has always been my favorite day.
Yeah. It's the start of the week.
It's the start of the week.
Yeah. Like, Sunday is always the day that I like to relax.
Mm-hmm.
No lie. Nita called. She's like, we can go and get a recording in today. I went to church today, so we was dressed.
Mm-hmm.
She had her situation. She went to go do her photo shoot. We got our word, we got our message. I was dressed, and we both was fully dressed. And I was like, nah. She stopped by my house, and I said, okay, let's go on and do the recording.
And we got to doing our normal talks, like we normally do.
And I went inside and put my motherfucking clothes on.
And she said, let's go record. I'm like,
bet,
because that's what I wanted to do
anyway. So let's get
talk
into
about
it.
the week.
Let's
talk about
it.
Let me tell you now what I think is when you start really doing work on yourself, you really get to a place. This is the part that I'm really in love with. Is you know when things ain't in frequency.
Yeah.
And you can identify them.
And they not just lining up right. Everything's in the perfect alignment.
Yeah. And when typically in my past, I would not know when things are in haywire or when something was not aligned.
Ooh, we was always functioning in chaos. I hate functioning in chaos now. Because why do everything have to be so chaotic?
Why is life so chaotic? Why?
Oh, why?
And I don't know if that's an answer any of us can answer, but I know what we can do is try to figure out how to maneuver through it. My mama said, she was watching, she said, you keep talking about navigating, because I'm in the space of real true navigation.
Yeah.
And
we trying to find, I'm not trying to find the shortest route.
No.
I'm trying to find
it don't work for me.
And I'm not trying to find the quickest, I'm not trying to find the shortest, but I am trying to find the one where I'm not delayed. I'm not going through all these.
That's what's remarkable, because in the middle of last week, I realized, oh baby, you need some help. Yeah. You need to call that therapist. You need to make that appointment because you're not in sync. Something is off. What are you gonna do about it? And I actually thought I already was feeling not mentally well on Monday, and I just kind of pushed it. But by the time midweek came, and I was like, oh no. I felt like I was like, you ever been necessarily not drowning, but on your way, and you can feel like when you're tired and bent down. That's how I was.
Like when because I heard you when we was talking earlier. You had said something. It just felt like you was drowning, like you was sinking.
Yeah.
But it's like someone just threw the anchor into the ocean and it hit the bottom. And
yes.
You kind of just feel like you was just going down
yes.
slowly.
Yes. it definitely felt like that. And I was like, no, I gotta get some help because this is not right. Like I don't want to do anything. And you know, they talk about, my therapist called it functional depression. And I think I have been in stages of functional depression. And so now I'm trying to be more aware when I'm not in my best mind and what I need to be able to get through that.
I suffered with and I just realized that not too long ago when I was in therapy. That was one thing that I unpeeled with functional depression, and that was more so like in 2022.
Okay,
but I didn't realize it.
I think I've been dealing with it for longer than what I believed. I thought it was from postpartum, but I think it was way before then.
Yeah, mine was way before then.
Yeah,
but when I could actually put like a label on when I was aware that it hit me was 2022.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah, 2022. I definitely was like,
because even last year, just to kind of circle back on like a previous year, like to now. Last year remember I've always shared that story with y'all. I was like the end of March last year. I just came out of from January to March 2023. I was functioning.
Yeah.
But that was like the end of it. But like I ain't 100%. But like I'm here.
Yeah. And I think it's situational. And I think the great part of like growth or figuring out who you truly are in those moments and in those things is recognizing how you got there.
Ooh. See, I had therapy on. So you had therapy on Friday. I had therapy on Tuesday. One thing about Soul Tribe, what you got to realize, whoever in your Soul Tribe, they're more so your support circle. So who's ever in your support circle, like, they don't mind being that's why we make the comment at the beginning of every podcast, like to kind of go back to the introduction, like let's get back to the foundation, let's get back to the basics. To go back to the foundation of it, when we ask, are you ready to receive? Are you ready to give? Are you ready to, like, we're asking that because that's a tool that we realized that works for us in our friendship. So that's why we always kind of just say it. But as we function and we've been maneuvering through our channels and our journey through therapy, that's also something that we realize. Our therapists, we got two totally different therapists.
We do.
Totally different.
Yeah, they did. They're actually kind of night and day.
They kind of night and day.
Yeah.
And the thing that's crazy, because I know you said you kind of referenced to an older woman, and mine was more so a younger. I said I didn't want an older woman. I got someone who was younger to let me know, like, now it's not like. So I know what I'm thinking is not just me, like, because even the younger generation kind of thinking in their mindset, and they a little bit more in tune to stuff at an early age, as we said in previous episodes. Like they enlightened to a lot of things.
Yeah.
But one thing that's why we always say, are you ready to receive? Are you ready to give? And on Tuesday, Anita, she was like, so tell me how your therapy session went.
And we talk about, and I know sometimes they say, therapy is more like a personal thing, but we talk about our sessions, and we probably talked about every one.
Yeah, talk about and the ones that we probably haven't. If we talked about it, but it might not have been on the same day. It might not have been the same week.
Oh yeah.
We'll definitely circle back with this. Yeah, my therapist, when we go in, because one thing is, she always asks me and she gauged my temperature. So she's like, how you doing? How she's like, what you rate it? So I do mine on a number scale. So we rating it.
Yeah, and I like that.
I have to do it like that. Like, I worked with behavior kids when I was working with the school district, and that's something we used to do with our kids, how to regulate the temperature, like the mood, like the red light, green light.
I like that.
So I'm like, you know what? Today, these past couple of weeks, it's been a 9. I've been at a 9 moment, personally.
9 as far as like intense, or
no,
9 like
9 is the best.
Oh, 9 is the best.
1 is the low.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like I've mentally been at a 9 because I've been getting through things, and I've been like me being able to handle big business. Like,
so you're thinking about the overall. You're not thinking about this day was this. You're saying like
the overall.
Okay.
From the last time
that's good.
2 weeks, the last session that I had to now, I'm rated a 9. Even though I've been having a lot going on and I've been maneuvering in different spaces, but in unknown spaces because I don't know. It's very unfamiliar. It's very unknown.
Yeah.
But in my therapy session, she was getting to, and this is what I'm getting to, acknowledging. Acknowledging. So we're just in a function, and we're functioning, and we're maneuvering in chaos, where we're actually able to get tools to acknowledge things that at one point we might not have been able to acknowledge, or we might not even been able to address because everything's been so chaotic. And we tired of being chaotic.
Yeah, I don't want to function in chaos no more. And I honestly,
I know how to take it back there though.
See,
but I don't even want to.
Yeah.
So we know how to function in it.
Yeah.
But we don't want to sit in it no more because we've been sitting in it so long.
I'm done with the chaotic stuff because the thing about being in chaos is you're not, when you're in chaos, it's hard to be intentional. You can't be both.
Yeah.
Because if things are so chaotic, you don't have any breath moments, nothing to concentrate at the task at hand. You can't focus. Like you're just like on go. You it's like riding. It's like brushing your teeth trying to eat Oreos.
Yes.
My coworker always says that. Like it's you can't do that.
It's like just taking a bath with dirt.
Yeah. Like what? That don't make.
Who wants to do that?
What sense does that make?
But you know what? One thing I wrote down in my journal, and this was in 2023. You have to unattach yourself from people with chaos. I can't be attached to people who's in chaotic situations or in chaos or who's even trying to function in like I can't even hold a conversation with a person who's chaotic.
I don't want to hold a conversation with people that know they're in chaos and they vent to you. No,
and I said that earlier today.
Oh yeah,
and you sitting in it.
And you sitting in it.
Cause why are you telling me? That's just That's just like me. I swear to God, I told someone this story. That's just like you telling me about when I turned 36. I'm just gonna give you the backstory. I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna give no disclosure.
Right.
I'm just gonna tell. 36. When I turned 36, one of my things that I function in was I always set a goal like I do for the beginning of the year. But when I turned 36, one of my things was detaching myself from involving myself in my friends' businesses, like personal business. What I mean by that is like, if you know you over there with Ike Turner, Tina, I'm just giving you an example. Tina, say Tina's my best friend.
Yeah.
Tina, you know Lorraine and dropped these kids off and told Ike he needs to be a family man. And I've been over there telling you to eat the cake for 10 years. Don't call my phone, Tina, telling me how I shoved the cake in your goddamn motherfucking face. And he made you eat that goddamn cake. Because Anime, you knew he was going to tell you to eat that cake.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
Yeah.
Either you could stop eating the cake, or you could get up and push the plate away from you and tell him I ain't eating that motherfucking cake no more. And you get up and you walk away.
Or stop sitting.
See, that's the part that I'm at in my life.
Yeah.
That's when I say I don't function in chaos no more.
Yeah.
So,
well, the thing is,
I don't want to listen to that.
I can be a save for well, I'm speaking for me.
Yeah.
I can be a grace for things that you're coming into. See, I think and we can talk about it, but I ain't taking that over.
But see, that's where I had to say I can't deal with it.
Right.
And I don't want you to talk about it because it puts too much on my plate. Because now I'm taking it over. Because
you're in a spirit where now you have to feel like you got to take it over, and it's your problem.
And that's probably because I've been in that space before, where someone has shoved the cake in my face.
Yeah. See, so it brings up
trauma. So it triggers me.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like that's like a thing like I don't deal well. Like so, me just being able to see someone having to function in the space that I know I function in.
Yeah.
At one point in time.
Yeah. And see, and what you're doing is you're like I have to just pray for you from a distance because I can't then put myself back in something that was traumatic for me and then have to relive that through you because your savior is gonna be let me offer it because you know what it's like.
I know what it's
and
like.
You don't want to put yourself in
because
that. I get
sooner
that.
or later you're not gonna want to keep sitting in situations that's chaotic. Nobody wants to function in chaos.
Yeah.
That's not how life is intended to be.
Right.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
Right. I have realized too, though, that it takes a lot of work to be able to say no.
Whew. I made a Facebook post. Did you see it that time when I said, a lot of y'all, I'm praying for people, I go through and delete my Facebook posts every Sunday, so you just gotta catch it when you catch it. But, and I think I deleted this one, or I might have kept it up there, I'm not sure. But it was I'm praying for all the people out there right now who's intentionally having to say no. Yeah. And you're learning how to say no. And you having to stand, if y'all.
It's a different type of,
If ain't nobody told you nothing, you standing on big business just for you saying no.
Just for you saying no.
Because some people are used to you saying yes.
And we get so caught up. And it's not just the word of me saying yes. It's the things I do. It's the actions. It's the I'm always there and
when I say no,
10% to people.
Mine is the feeling afterwards of me saying no. A lot of times when I say no, a lot of people make me feel bad for saying no. And a lot of times the no has a lot to do with, because I just really don't want to tell you what I have going on, because I might don't have it. I might can't do it. I might can't show up how you want me to show up.
Yeah.
You want me to come to this and I really just can't do it right now. If I, it's kind of back to if you ain't got it, it's okay to say you can't.
You ain't got it.
My mom and dad, when we was younger, they used to say, it's okay to not make every party.
Yeah, it's okay if you can't do it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just can't do it.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I have to overshare. So that's me acknowledging, one thing I do, I'll overshare, eat motherfucker. Because, I'll tell you, I'm transparent.
Yeah.
And I know how.
I'm transparent, too. I've had to learn, and that's something I'm still learning.
Yeah, I'm so transparent.
I'm having to learn how not to do that. And because I have learned that not everybody got your best interest when you're oversharing. Because what you may be thinking is, I can tell such and such, this and this. And what do you always say? I'm in the season where I'm not telling my story.
I'm not telling my story, and I'm not allowing nobody else to tell my story.
I'm not allowing nobody else to tell my story. Because when you start doing that, you really don't know the other person's intentions or what they're trying to get it, or what they're trying to get from you.
What's your purpose?
Yeah, and so now I'm very intentional about what's purposeful. I ain't having no regular conversation with anybody. I'll be like, oh baby, you got it, you good,
you good,
or it'll be all right.
It's okay.
Because once you start that, then they come back.
Because really, to be honest, what is it to you? If I tell you my story and you go back and tell someone else my story, the whole base of your whole conversation is my motherfucking story.
Right.
So at the end of the day,
and you ain't gonna tell it how I tell it, baby.
But not even just that.
I'm just saying.
At the end of the day, you sitting up telling people my story. What is it to you? And what is it to them? For you to even engage in. Right. So that's why I don't really like. I don't like people telling. Don't tell my story.
Yeah. I don't really like listening, and I don't really like listening to gossip.
That's what it turns into.
Yes, that's what it turns into.
It's like that popcorn thing.
And what by the time it comes from your mouth to the end of the person, they heard a whole different story. I'm really not into gossip.
And the teacher start off with the sky is blue, and then by the time we get to the end of the thing, they say the tree is green.
Right.
That ain't what we.
Because everybody's perception is different,
and we learned this in elementary.
And one thing I have learned too is you got to be around people who understand your perception. Because the thing is, you never gonna see things the way I see it. I may not ever see what you see, but you gonna accept,
be able to understand
in my tribe, in our intentionality.
Because right now we in trial and error. We're definitely in trial and error. So you can't take my trial and error and not pass judgment on it.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah,
I ain't had no
words for it. Because if we're not in a space of feeding, as we saying, to give and to receive, because you got to be on both ends. One ain't important without the other.
Today at church, they was talking about the power of prayer. One of the things this year that I've been intentionally praying for is to detach me from people who like basically don't have the same mindset, the same views, and basically we not going on the same journey. Like, attach me to people who's going down that same path and the same journey that I'm going down. Because a lot of times we get ourselves attached to people who's not on the same vibe. You're not on the same energy. You're not on the same flow. You're not even praying the same thing. Like, we're not going to ever pray the same thoughts because we two different people. But we still got to make sure that we have an attachment and an alignment with one another. And that's with personal relationships, work relationships, sexual relationships, any kind of...
It gotta all make sense.
It all gotta make sense.
That's why I think alignment is important. But the thing about alignment is it can be this way.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at it from a perspective of what are we doing to propel this
up?
Yeah.
Ascending.
Yeah. Ascending. Oh, that's good. Yeah. That's good. Because otherwise...
Tomorrow, total solar eclipse. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's the perfect alignment. It's the perfect alignment. When two spaces can meet where it, by...
Mirror.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's what my therapy session.
Yeah.
You got to be very intentional.
You got to.
See, this is why I tell y'all be playing with Brittany Nicole. But one thing about me, baby, I can have a deep conversation with you where it make you be like, ooh.
So a part of that,
you too.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's how we rock. That's how we here.
So from Tuesday, did you know you needed Tuesday, or were you anticipating it coming? Because this was already scheduled as far as your therapy, and then how did that help you for the rest of the week? Because that was the beginning of the week, so it probably.
It made my week go by good. Then Thursday when we had our group meeting, baby, we had Judge Judy, baby. We was on there coming up with our whole
thesis.
Baby, I was on there. What was my I was doing my court appeal.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm even thinking about law school. I'm really thinking about that. I'm not making a joke on this.
No. Yeah.
I really have been thinking about that.
Yeah.
Look, I really been thinking about it.
For real.
Oh, baby, I done went back and started reading the Texas laws, family laws.
So when we went through Thursday,
I said, you heard me at the end, by the end of our conversation, I said, no, this is not what me and my therapist discussed. I made therapy sound like it's like some people be like, what? I said, no, this is not what me and my therapist
No, it is nothing. It is armor. It is armor.
It's definitely armor because it really had me cycling back and it made me realize, no, use the tools that you already
use the tools. Yeah.
And then I said, no. And then after I said that, Anita and Tiffany, y'all said, well, shit, that's what it is. And then we had Bun, she confirmed it. She verified it for us. And then it was like, okay. And Friday I woke up.
How did you feel Friday? Because we didn't talk Friday.
From
that Thursday.
Okay, you know how Rick Ross, his baby mama, I compare it to her all the time. When she said, I've been dealing with this nigga for 18 motherfucking years. She said, I'm just tired of it. So y'all been seeing me quiet a long time. And right now I'm just standing on big motherfucking business. Baby, I got that motherfucking papers. And I said, fuck this old shit. Nigga, I revised it. And that's as much insight I'm gonna get. Nigga, I revised it. Cause it ain't about this. It's about the fucking time. And you gonna give me what the fuck my kids motherfucking deserve. And go take the motherfucking papers down there. Cause I'm tired of dealing with this. Give me me for my birthday. You can't do nothing else for me.
So you had to circle back and be like, you know what? I'm gonna own this. I'm gonna be the person of my own force, and I'm gonna stand in this, and this is what it is.
Cause I'm good. Big business.
That's good. That's good. Friday put me in a perspective like, you know what I mean?
I ain't fucked up about it.
Because it's a process. We talked about processing.
Man. And I've been processing a lot of stuff by myself.
Yeah.
So why is you making me still process your shit? Right. I already did the footwork. Yeah. All you gotta do is go take the shit down there.
Yeah.
Why is you holding this thing up? If you want to do something, you would did it.
You would have did it. Right.
And what I mean by that, you would have did it by showing me.
Right.
You ain't showed me nothing. Only thing you showed me in your hand is an empty motherfucking hand. So that's how when I woke up on Friday, if you didn't want this to happen,
then you would have prepared to even before we even got here.
You see my ass right here? You see how it's turned to the side? It would have been having all kind of red lip prints on it, cause it would have been kissed. Motherfucker ain't kissed not one ass cheek. So, sorry for you. Sunday Funday, baby. Sorry for you. You ain't gotta go, but you gotta
go about her. Yeah. Friday definitely was like, okay.
Yeah.
You gotta, you've done well.
Cause see, you already there.
You're already there.
Yeah, see, me,
but
I'm going there.
Yeah, I know. You're at number 2. You're at step 2. That's basically how she put it. She broke it down into 3 processes. She broke it down into 3 stages.
Okay, gotcha.
And so by the time, I'm in the 3rd stage. And so because of that, I just was weary about, like, I'm big on making sure I'm doing the right thing. So that's why, and Brittany know, I'll always ask, you think I should? And not that your opinion is better than mine. Yeah. But I'm only asking that for people who I know mean well in that. You see what I'm saying?
Who got pure intentions.
Who got pure intentions, right? So I'm like, is this right? Am I supposed to be feeling this? And so I needed to check in to make sure that with this 3rd stage, that I'm still moving forward and not backwards. But then also I didn't know. So in my therapy session, we talked about processing, right? And a lot of times in therapy, we talked about it in episodes, we're going to continue talking about it. They give you a lot of work to deal with, right? But when you're in special situations and you're in certain things, sometimes you forget what you already put in your toolbox. Yeah. So you think like, oh, I need more. And she was like, well, no, you're in this 3rd process. You already got it.
Yeah.
So you keep using those tools. Keep using those tools. And let's get to a 3rd stage. And see, I needed to check in because I didn't know what I was supposed to be using.
Pour into it. You got to keep pouring into yourself.
I didn't know which tool I'm like, because now this is over. So now what am I supposed to do? Yeah. And she like, Anita, before we got off the phone, she always, and one thing I really do like her, because my therapist is older, I wanted an Amy. I wanted an Amy. I wanted a real Amy that say XYZ. Yeah. That's what I needed because I wanted some leadership in that way for me. You know what I'm saying? And so she like, Anita, I'm proud of you. I'm excited about this next step, but let's turn this up a notch. You really want to dig into some stuff about you? Let's really do some digging. And before she hung up the phone, she said it is a marathon, not a sprint.
And see, both of our therapists told us the same thing. Only thing is, she told me to turn mine up a notch was because compromise was one of my things that I said I didn't want to no longer do and function in any new space that I go to in my new journey. Oh, okay. So mine is
compromising yourself in those spaces. Okay.
Mine is acknowledging things that I've compromised to appease someone else.
Okay.
I don't think I ever broke it down to you.
No, you didn't.
No.
That is good.
Yeah, my things that I've compromised. And I wrote down the first little page that I wrote because I journal and I seriously journal. Yeah. One thing that I acknowledge that I've compromised, and I'm gonna ask you this question. We just get into it. Let's have a good conversation today. It's Sunday Funday. What's something that you think, and then I'll get into mine. I'm gonna ask you first. Okay. What's something that you think that you possibly have compromised? You don't have to say your marriage or anything. You can say any relationship. In any relationship to appease someone else. What's something that you possibly have compromised?
My characteristics.
Yeah, to some kind of like just kind of fit in with them.
Well, for their to oblige their insecurities.
Ooh, that's deep because that's kind of like what mine was. But I just said mine's on layman's term. I said mine was dumbing myself down. Yeah. Mine was basically dumbing myself down. Yeah. And so just talking to niggas, and I'm going to say niggas because when I call people niggas, it don't necessarily mean you black. It means that you just...
It's ignorant. A mentality of a nigga.
It's very ignorant. Yes. Very purely ignorant. Yes. So me dumbing myself down to talk to someone and stoop to a level to talk to someone who really didn't come from like the same background.
Don't understand.
Who don't understand what I'm even fucking talking about.
Yeah. Or who, yeah.
And so when I'm talking to them, I'm like, since you know what you're talking about, go on about your business. Like when we said real, recognize real. Like nigga, I done told you the same thing the big man done told you. Like, right. So what am I, triple OG? Right. Like, I ain't even from the street, but I can tell you that's stupid. You know what I'm saying?
That you hustling backwards.
Yeah, you going backwards. I might not got $1 million in the bank, but baby, I know what you doing is nickel and diming. And the only reason why I know that because you got me over here nickel and diming my motherfucking self to try to help your nickel and diming ass out.
Right.
I even had faith in you.
Right. And I think a lot of times, and the reason why
that ain't funny.
You act like the nickel and diamond.
Nickel and diamond ass backwards ass. And I won't never compromise that shit again.
No.
Been there, done that. No, nigga, you need how much for
and
what?
That was,
and you sure you could?
That was well over.
And you sure you could get it back? And you can get back time. And then when the motherfucker go get the shit back, the motherfucker gonna bring me what I gave him.
So you're in the wrong hustle, my brother.
No, but he kept and then we getting into it because But if I was big dog and I was old girl on BMF, your ass would have gave me that shit.
No, because he ain't BMF material.
Yeah,
BMF material. Like Buddy,
Bucko, get the fuck out of here.
Go drive that fork wheeler.
Sorry, I didn't hit two.
Is it fork lift? I said fork wheeler. Fork lift. Go drive that.
Mm-hmm.
I do think though that a lot of times, and this is that when you're an intense, like huge personality person like me, it's a lot for somebody to take and not make them feel less than. So now I'm never going to put myself, I don't care what type of space it is.
No.
If I come to work, you getting all this energy.
Yeah.
If we're in friendships, relationships, you getting it all. Because what I'm not going to do is allow that you're not that type of person. The thing is, there's nothing wrong with that. If you are, super reserved or that's your MO, that's cool with me. Because I'm not going to make you or expect you to be something that you're not, but I'm damn sure not finna allow myself to be in the same headspace that you are, or let's match
like
personality. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna match that.
All it's gonna do is build resentment.
Because let me tell you something, and this is you just made me think about that. Like when you said I'm not doing that no more, and I just realized a compromise that I'm not doing anymore too. When you just said that, like you just brought something to me, I'm gonna go home and write this shit down. But I'm not doing that no more. You know how many times I didn't function over the last, and I'm just gonna say 12 years, you already know what relationship this is. This is in. Whenever we go out somewhere, and every time we go somewhere, someone's saying, "Oh, I know this person. I know this person. Oh, I know this person." You know how many times I've not acknowledged people just to save people grace because of the people that I know.
That's why I stopped going out.
I don't even make, like, people be looking at me and I stop, like, I try not to make eye contact because, like, I could really turn it up. I could have turned it up.
Right.
A big notch.
Right.
But I've downplayed even people I know, and I'm not doing that in no more relationship. Like, if I'm with you, if you a known person and I'm a known person, we just gonna be known people.
That's the thing.
And y'all gonna love us.
That's the thing about dealing with relationships before you get to a point of growth, because when you don't, everything is an insensitive. It comes across that you're being insensitive, and so you're always on pins and needles trying to cater to what the other person may think. And what happens though is they never get to a point where they're satisfied. So every single time you're catering an insecurity, you're catering. Because
they want to show everybody else how they got you over here wrapped around this. And really, to be honest, me making you a plate, that ain't short, because nigga, I probably didn't make that nigga 10 plates. But me making your motherfucking ass a plate, or me walking over here, or you leaving me sitting here by myself so you can walk over there and look like the big dog and be up in everybody's face and be mixing and mingling with someone. Really, to be honest, that's not displaying any characteristics besides that you really insensitive ass nigga, and really, like, you really leaving her over there by herself. Like, why the fuck is she over here with you? You know how many times I done went out, like, I'm sorry I started talking fast because it just really triggered me. Because you know how many, that's why I stopped going out with the motherfuckers. And so why you don't want to sign these papers?
These the good.
This is why we been incognito a little bit. Cause baby, I done served this nigga papers, and I don't care. I'm saying it on the podcast.
You had to do what you had to do.
I done went out places and been in spaces with this person. For me to, like, we walking in like you know how like someone walk in and you go like this, like
What?
I'm giving you a tickle right now, but you already know I'm about to say, because Adidas used to always be like, oh, I just get tired of looking at y'all goddamn pictures. Y'all on there, what you used to say, we taking pictures like what? Homeboy like this, talking about, what's up, brother?
Yeah, it be like,
what's up, my nigga?
Like, let me dap you up, my partner. Like, what?
Baby, we sitting over here talking about this, baby. On our wedding day, we talking about you may not kiss the rock.
Yeah.
Can y'all please do another kiss?
Yeah. That's exactly.
Baby, we go out baby, that's why I would never take you to nothing that's meaningful or purposeful to me around people that I know, because everybody would have been looking like, I know Brittany.
Well, maybe they didn't want to tongue kiss in front of their parents or something.
Maybe they just got something behind closed doors that we not seeing. Baby, my eyes were so fouled up and so baby, these glasses was thick as hell, but baby, I couldn't see shit until here recently. Baby, we used to walk into a place, we'd go see how you gonna invite me somewhere? How you gonna invite me somewhere? Then when we get there, we like, here go the egg. I cracked it. You go that way, I go this way. And then you make sure you see where I'm sitting at.
And not even courting you.
The last place that we went to, this was a fucking blues concert. I had a time of my life. Mm-hmm. It was a nigga who was sitting there with his female. This him and his female, they sitting right there. His girlfriend was dancing, but he came and gave me a drink and he walked off and went on about his business. Do you not know that man who was sitting there with his woman? He must didn't like her. He asked me what I was drinking. And guess what he did? He got his motherfucking ass up and he went and got me another drink. And that old ass man of mine, he was sitting there and he just sat there and looked like, I ain't buying your ass no motherfucking more drinks. That was my last time going out with him. And you know what I said? I said, oh no, I gotta figure this shit motherfucking out. And I figured it out.
You figured it out.
I figured it out. But no. So in my next compromise, I can't go. Like you gonna have to be able to be up under my motherfucking filthy drawers, and you just gonna have to fucking get with the program.
Yeah. Cause
we going everywhere.
Yeah. And you know what? While we talking about this is so fitting, especially since we talking about in the topic of like a Sunday Funday. I think, and this has to be something that's embedded when what you believe a healthy relationship should look like. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing healthy about your ass sitting in the house. Mm-mm. And everybody is outside.
Yeah.
There's no brownie points you gonna get for being inside.
No.
You ain't getting no extra cleaner that month cause your ass inside. You ain't getting taken out till no extra day.
So why we not getting kissed by the sun?
So
and then we can kiss outside.
There ain't nothing, I don't even know who made that up. But when you don't know what you don't know.
And I believe for every age.
I believe that staying in the house made me a better wife, made me a better woman.
Yeah.
Because I'm soaking in, doing house cleaning things. I'm doing things for my kids. Oh wow, you in that dying.
Yeah.
And you scrolling on your social media and everybody else is having fun. Mm-hmm. And or just living life.
Just detach from social media
altogether.
Because don't nobody want to sit inside. Why we can't go outside and have fun together?
And that's the thing.
And then we could still be here together. And then think about this. I'm in a relationship and you in a relationship with someone who don't even care if you go sit over there with your homeboys, but just circle back.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers didn't even know how to
But that's why I said character is important based on the acceptance of my personality. Because let me tell you, when we both know who we are, you can be reserved. I could be an extrovert and you could be an introvert. You're going to be okay me expressing my extrovertness and you being an introvert. Because at the end of the day, what I'm going to do when I'm going outside with my partners and we and my homegirls at the brunch, I'm coming back drunk. And what I'm going to do?
Fuck on you.
So that introvert gonna be happy as hell.
Or even if you with me and you want to sit in the background, guess what? If I'm gonna be the one standing on the couches, guess who's gonna be right in between my legs?
my introverted ass partner.
And guess what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be linked over you, making you throw up your motherfucking gang sign or whatever the fuck your side of town, whatever the fuck you want to do, because you could be a working nigga,
I'm just saying, like, two people gotta be really,
y'all gotta mesh well together. Like, you gotta know what to let.
And I don't have to be. Now that I don't have have to be a mirror of. Mm-hmm. I'm only be a mirror of myself. I'm not supposed to be a mirror of you.
Yeah. And I'm really the introvert in any relationship.
So when men say, not just men, let me just say people, you're a reflection of me. I ain't no reflection of you. I'm a reflection of myself.
But no, hold on, wait a minute.
Okay.
But that's one thing that we talked about in therapy on Tuesday. Let's circle back to it. It's just like you have to give them a reflection. You have to give them a mirror and all this stuff. And I realized, this is something in my compromise, that I haven't been a reflection of Brittany. And I haven't been able to mirror to people what Brittany
but of who you are.
No, I've been the reflection of them. I'm a reflection of whatever the fuck is strong in front of me.
Oh,
so if you're not emotionally available, I'm not emotionally available. So in this next chapter, we're no longer. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Brittany is the most important person.
Yeah.
So we're reflecting who's the healed person out of this.
Right.
Are you healed? No, because you're a mess right now.
Right.
Like Anthony to say,
yeah,
I'm a mess right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I'm not a mess right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We don't, and I think that's the problem.
We got to mirror what we want.
Yes. And I can mirror what I want and still be healthy with you.
A lot of people like to call that delusional and all this other stuff.
No,
it's delusional when you mirroring chaos.
Exactly.
When you're mirroring chaos and you're mirroring dysfunction.
Right. Because the thing too about dysfunction, especially when you're talking about relationships or whatever, is if you ain't got yourself together and you in your space, why I'm gonna be like that with you?
Because
I just want to be like, hey, you know what? Let's go figure this out. You need to talk to therapists. If you're not in the best headspace, let me help you get there. And I ain't supposed to be both over here about the being sitting in depression.
Yeah. And hold on, wait a minute. And see, in my compromise, I'm past that. In my compromise, I don't have time to even recommend therapy for you. Move on, bucko. In this next journey,
you want him to come and say, I had my therapist.
No, I don't even care what you had. I don't care what you had. Just listen to me.
So
if you ain't got it all together, just listen to me, because I'm gonna guide you. Matter of fact, let's go sit down.
But what you're saying, you don't want him to have help either, though?
Yeah, no, I want him to have help.
Okay, but that's what
I want just come heal.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of healing motherfuckers. Because that gets attached.
But still have the therapist as a part of his tool.
Yeah, but you don't have to tell me about it, because I don't want to receive your shit.
Oh, see, I think that's dope.
No, I don't want to receive it unless we're going to it together. My tribe is gonna be my tribe. So if I don't want to be part of his tribe when it comes to his healing. Because if you feel like you cannot share, like, unless it's like something that you have to involve me in. I guess if I'm saying it correctly. Because a lot of times, like, I might be needing to heal from something that I'm not processing correctly from you. So I want you to be able to process whatever you need to about Brittany. Process it accurately, and then let's get to it.
But what if you ain't a part of that? That's what I'm saying. What if you're not a part of that process, and he has come from his
But the tools that you're getting right now, anything that you're getting, what is that to someone else? Kind of back to what I said. What is my tools to him, and what is his tools to me?
That depends on what they could be. It could be a lot of different things. It could be different things. So what I'm saying is,
being able to acknowledge stuff from my past and all this stuff, that's a tool for me.
Okay.
But you being able to acknowledge things from your past, that's not a tool for Anita. That's a Brittany thing.
But I'm saying if he has his own. What I'm saying is, so if a nigga came through and said, I'm in therapy right now.
But I guess maybe more so how I look at it, when you're in a relationship, being that it's intimate and it's passionate and it's all that stuff, you already have so many close corners. Mm-hmm. They got to have an outlet. Why do I want to also pour into your outlet?
Also, you don't want to be a part of that outlet.
No, because that's your outlet. Just like therapy and journaling is my outlet.
I see.
We could have us another part of the tool that you could bring me into.
Okay.
But I don't want to be like,
I need you to explain that. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said we both could be healing and we both could be going on our journey.
Right.
Healed, but you're not gonna be healed because healing is an ongoing process.
Right. Well, I'm saying that whatever.
Mm-hmm. But don't bring me along because now you're but see, that's something that's a boundary of mine too. Okay. But I said that when I turned 36. So that's not only with relationships, that's also with any relationship.
Okay.
Don't bring me into your stuff because it puts on my shoulders. So now you rolled it off your shoulder, but now it's on my shoulder, and now I can't let it go. But that's just me.
Yeah.
So that's a tool that's in my back pocket that I use, and I don't allow it. So that's a boundary that I just. So that's something that I'm not willing to compromise. Like I don't want to. Like I want us to be in a relationship where we can communicate, we can function, and we can maneuver, and we can adapt, and we can adjust, and we could use the tools that we learn. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to be in another relationship where I'm like, is it me? Because see, I like right now in my current journey, one of the questions that I always ask is, well, what did I do? I hadn't asked that question in a long time. What did I do? So I don't never want to, that's why I said I don't want to be with nobody where I'm like, is this something about me? Or I'm having to think back like, damn, did I say something? Did I do something? Or because I know I'm not doing it.
See, my idea is because I'm now in a space where I'm in my most vulnerability space I've ever been, right? And so I would like someone else to be open about what that toolbox, what they did to put the tools in the toolbox. So I'm and what I'm saying, and again, I know
that's why,
yeah. So I understand what I'm saying, but for me,
because that's kind of like
that openness.
So it kind of dominoes back. So when we had our therapy session on Tuesday, like I was able to express and all this stuff, but on Friday when you had your therapy session, I wasn't ready to receive it yet. That's why I didn't ask the question.
Right.
What happened at therapy?
Right.
Let's go to it. Because it was something that I just like, I don't want it to roll off.
Yeah.
I'm one of them ones like, just say it or don't say it.
Okay.
If you don't say it, then I'm not gonna open the door. So I stopped opening doors.
Okay.
To put myself in those spaces.
Okay. See, I don't have to be in your space. I can open your door and not take that on.
And see me when I open the door,
and you
now I'm going through it, and that's been a lot of my detours.
Yeah,
because I didn't open so many doors that's attached to me.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, now let me open my own door first.
Yeah. See, in my thing, I think I have enough people has not done that with and I'm saying like in a healthy way. I'm not saying where you're trauma dumping or you're putting or now you evicted and now I'm in, you know.
But see, that's a trauma for mine.
Yeah,
even though they might not necessarily trauma dump, but I've only had 2 supposedly loving relationships, and those 2 male relationships that I've had. One was this one, and then one was a marriage. 2 serious relationships that was non-relationships.
Right.
And I opened those doors.
And you went because you inserted yourself.
Yeah.
And also, but then this is the thing too though. And I get
and
that.
It pulled me all the way down.
And too though, I think you trustingly inserted yourself, not knowing
with the space
that they weren't going to be that in a healthy space. You see what I'm saying?
Because they mirrored.
You trusted that was going. You were inserting yourself in a safe space.
And like my therapist said, the mirror at that time, technically, if they look at my reflection, my mirror, I wasn't emotionally available. And then on the first one, I might have been a little pissed off because I just graduated college. I ain't found no damn job, and I'm trying to figure the fucking shit out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Then I'm dealing with someone who's trying to figure the fucking shit out too.
Yeah. See, I don't want to be hitting brick walls no more. If we gotta be hitting brick walls with each other, then you not for me.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I don't want anybody who doesn't look at the other side.
Yeah. We the same. That's
So it all comes to
because if you're not available, I'm not available emotionally. You're not available emotionally.
Yeah.
So now we hitting up.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm going through my journey and I'm healing and I'm at that stage and stuff, I'm available, and now you're still hitting me with the. But the thing about it is, it made me peel back and realize like, oh, it's not you. You really was just mirroring what, because at that time you really was in a vulnerable state. You really, so at that time you really did need that openness on vice versa. But I don't want nobody who's taking my shit and being like, oh, she more fucked up than what I am. I guess that's more so what I'm looking at. I don't want nobody who's like, oh, she more fucked up.
Well, then,
so now she could just take,
and
like,
see, that comes with the trusting. Yeah. You being able to rebuild the trusting that if we're in a space.
No, that ain't where I was going with it. Like, me being in a relationship with someone or getting into any avenue with anyone in a relationship, like how me and Rodney kind of started out. I was already in a fucked up ass situation. Me leaving one fucked up situation, going to the next fucked up situation. I had, like, you know how they say shit could be gold, like shit glitters and stuff. Like, it's really dust that's glittering right now. Anything right now that you doing that this motherfucker was not doing looks like it's motherfucking beneficial to you, and it's really not, because really right now you're not clingy, you're not overbearing, you're not this and anything that was reminding or familiar from that goddamn space, I didn't want it. Right. So you being this, it blinded a lot of stuff that I didn't even pay attention to. I'm like, oh, well, he ain't over proud of me. If I want to go somewhere with my homegirls and them, he ain't fussing, he ain't complaining and stuff. No, that's because you had time to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. And you know how some people have really two different lives and stuff. I always say that's a Dr. and Jekyll, Mr. Hyde motherfucker. That's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde motherfucker right there. Because really behind closed doors, or when you're not in front of me, you one person, but when you with me, you a whole completely different person.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like, and this is just me interpreting and knowing you and my interpretation. I feel like the next amazing space you gonna be in,
I'm gonna be 100% me.
You gonna be 100% you, but you're also going to trust you, and then trust whoever that person may be. Yes. That may be okay. Right now, I feel like you saying that fear. Because okay.
It's the ultimate fear.
Yeah. That's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay to have that. Because I don't want to get to that. Yeah, that's okay to have that.
And it's a big fear.
Yeah, I understand.
Being able to be like,
I understand.
Yeah. Because if I trust you, I'm gonna be transparent than a motherfucker with you.
Right. That's what I'm saying, but you're not there yet, and so you like, and so before I get there, no, you got to be. Yeah. I ain't.
Because I mess around and be like, oh, I gotta look at my nose. You see it? Yeah. And then you be like,
yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like, but right now you gotta set the firm boundary that I ain't going over that because I ain't there yet, and whoever that person is, they ain't there yet. They here, and I don't know that. So I get that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because I'm one of the ones. Then when you start disclosing stuff to me, like, I'm never gonna throw it back up and domino it back and be like, that's why you a fucked up. Like, I'm not one of them. I'm gonna be sincere and I'm gonna be there for you. But
and see, the thing is, I'm not fearful of it. I know that it exists. I know that as vulnerable and I can be with someone who just will listen. Because the thing is, I don't really need you to give me the direction.
Just listen.
Because I'm a colorful. When I talk, and I'm a very colorful person. It's hardly I'm ever like, I'm always gonna give you A, B, C, and D. When you can pick, you get a choice. Yeah. Because I don't want to be like, hey, no,
just do it.
Right. Like when we had our conversation on Thursday, I'm like, okay, let's lay it out.
Yeah. And then like, nah, that ain't gonna make sense.
And you were like, no, that don't make sense. But I'm like, well, I at least want you to see.
Yeah. Because it's me versus you.
Yeah,
like, I was like, I see it, and I'm like,
no, and at the end of the day, you're gonna make. But I feel like if I really love you,
I really love those pants.
Thank you.
I really do.
I like this. So I was trying to mirror off of you.
I really love those pants.
Thank you.
I'm trying not to look at them too hard, but baby, I like those pants. Okay, let's do it.
So when I'm saying if I really love you and I really like want the best for you, I'm not gonna say, oh no, you said no. I'm gonna say, listen, I see where you're going, but this is the trajectory, and so
this is the
I just want you to be aware of what that looks like, and I got you. I'm gonna be here for you, but just in case you ain't thought about the other side,
man. And y'all want me to tell y'all what's so crazy? Because since we've been going to therapy, both of us been going to therapy, And I'm normally the overanalyzer, overthinker, and I put all of it out there. I've been putting stuff in boxes now.
Yeah.
So because it makes me go too bad.
Yeah.
And then I be sitting over there twiddling my fingers. But you say, girl, are you good? What you say? You said you've been a mess for about a couple of weeks now. Are you okay?
Yeah. So when you said you were a 9, that actually made me feel really good. Mm-hmm. Because, and then you scaled it based off how you handle it. Yeah. Not how you've been in those moments. And that's what I think is important. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm trying not to get wrapped up in the moment. And see, I felt like emotionally, I've been manipulated in my past relationships. And so because of that, I don't want to be, I need this. Yeah. Because the thing about it is, I'm not going to deliberately make no bad choice. I'm not going to put you into nothing to make a bad choice. Got you. But I want it to be clear. Cut. That these are the choices.
See, you're going to have to start putting your stuff in boxes now. Back in boxes. Because you was a box check mark person. Yeah. But so you're going to have to go back to that toolbox.
I still want to do that, but I don't want to be so consumed where I don't move. See, I've been...
Oh, because you put your boxes where it puts...
I put my boxes in them and they be up in the top of the closet.
Oh, see, my box is not like that yet.
But see, I don't want to go back to there. Because then that doesn't allow me
So you literally put your boxes in storage?
Yes!
So now you having to dig through to figure out what box, because they're not labeled.
And what has been most eye-opening and so freeing in these last 9 months is I've realized I don't function well when things are stored in another place because it blows up. And now
because you're trying to ramble. You ramble.
Yeah, I'm a hot rocket and everything pisses me off or everything blows and you're like, Anita, what the hell is happening?
Now see, even though I was a go with the flow girl,
that's not my character.
I still had like sticky notes. Sticky note queen. Label queen. So even though I'm go with the flow, everything had labels. That's why I'm big on labels. Don't label me. Oh.
Categories. Talk about that. But that's and see,
it made me think about it.
Now I'm good at that in my business life. I'm good at that in my professional life. I'm talking about what I need personally. And I know, and I'm good at separating the two. But that personal has to be in a very loving kind of not manageristic or managerial way. Like I'm not trying to be the manager of that personal life in a way where I don't know what vulnerability
because like you don't want your life to be like a business.
Exactly.
Because my life is like when I leave, like what I tell everybody, like when we leave work, I leave work at work. Like I'm one person, like, do not call me and discuss work. Like I listen to you talk about work all that long, and then after so long, I'm like, girl, I gotta go and wash my hair. And you be like, can you just get your hair done?
See, I can talk about work. I know I have to stop doing that. Well, I've gotten better.
Yeah, because what I always tell you when you say, I said, okay, so how was your overall day outside of it? Because like, fuck work. Yeah. I don't want to talk about work.
And we don't talk about it a lot. But I'm saying I could talk about entrepreneurship 24/7. I could talk about
I'm talking about like work.
Well, I
mean the entrepreneurs, I talk about I can listen to you talk about that. Oh, okay. Because to me I put that in personal.
Okay.
Because that's something that's
I'm passionate about. Yeah.
And that's something you're passionate about.
But to me, and sometimes it can feel still like work though.
Okay, got you.
But I'm saying I can have in that space, but I can. So now I'm like Anita, don't
put that realm on and take that.
And I feel like a lot of black, specifically women, we dig ourselves into what we do.
Because we mask stuff with.
Yes, we mask ourselves in our degrees. We mask ourselves in our income.
I was just about to say
we mask ourselves.
But that's the black community, period. And that's one thing that's so. That's how, and that's something like it's a label to me. So it's like masking yourself with a label or a title or degrees and things that you like. It still don't define who you are. That's just like they say, like just because you got all this money and you supposed to be a real nigga, or like you supposed to get the girl. Not if you ain't got no character. You probably the most miserable person on the world because you got all these damn labels on you. How many labels you gonna add to your belt Cause the first thing that a black family look at, what your grandmama them gonna say? So when you gonna bring when you gonna have a baby? They
don't give a damn about how many degrees you in.
Where your man at? You must like them other people, huh?
Cause they don't give a damn.
They don't give a fuck.
And that's the one thing as black women that for sure.
Yeah.
When you go,
but they do it with men too.
Yeah, but we lead with.
So when you go,
we lead
with someone. That's why these men be pressed to just marry any Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Yeah.
Well, Betty, Susie, Lynn. Now sometimes Tom, Dick, and Harry, but I don't know.
So going into the new week,
they just be doing.
They just be doing it.
Niggas do
what things?
I seen a nigga. Hold on, wait a minute. I seen a post on Facebook the other day. This dude, this is good.
Brittany. Okay, one thing about Brittany Facebook.
He got every type of person.
She got every type of person.
And
I kind of filtered because I started a new page. Brittany got all the
and as I see it, as I'm in my new journey, I've been filtering them. So if you ain't on my feed no more, you don't see me posting me, just know I deleted your ass.
And we specifically talking about Facebook because Facebook is the homely of the social media. You like I don't know why more people. Yeah, it's definitely the small town social media.
I
just find out everybody.
But Instagram, like my page is open, so you can follow me on Instagram. I may not follow your ass back, but on Facebook, y'all. Facebook, I seen a post, and I'm just gonna say it's a viral post. I ain't gonna say it's a personal post because it wasn't a viral post. This motherfucker just got. I'm like, this dude, I ain't gonna say married. Someone just got in a relationship, and all I could do was look at the person, and their face is like this.
Like they took a picture with somebody.
They had just got in a relationship with each other,
and they was looking crazy on
their face was looking like a deer in the headlights. Like they was traumatized already, and they just getting started. I was like, they look like their mama made them do it. And then
take that picture.
Yeah, that's how.
Who was looking like the deer headlights? The man or the woman?
The man, and the woman. She was looking like she's so happy to be here.
Oh yeah. She probably always
like my 600-pound type kid.
So she was happy,
and he was like this. Mm-hmm. Go that way, and you better not walk in front of my camera. Cause we recording, baby.
We almost done.
Yeah, we almost done. See, my baby here, she wanted to say hello, I guess, but baby, I don't know what the dress doing. She got on black and white too, so she would have missed.
She got it hiked up with a shorts on.
Hiked up with a shorts on, baby. She better go play basketball. I don't know, but baby, he looked like a deer in the headlights. And see, that's why us in the black community, and like as I get older, I'm just gonna go straight into this, and then I'm done with this topic because Brady threw me out. But it made me just think about my daughter and my son. That's one thing. Like when they get older, I'm not gonna ask that dumb ass question. Like when you gonna have mama some grandkids, or when you gonna go get married? Or
yeah, now I don't think your parents ever did that.
No,
yeah, my parents never did that either.
Relationships like. My daddy, he always say, live your life.
Yeah, mine did.
One thing my daddy, he focused on, he was like, go travel, go do this before you have kids, before you start a family. And that's one thing that I really wish I would have had, like, took that advice and just went on and did those things and, like, not really just sit back and just sit and, like.
And that makes sense why a lot of your boundaries was like that, because I had a very living single life before I started. So I understand why you
so like. So now my living single life.
You like, this next year I'm thinking.
Say, you don't want to. Baby, we going to be schooling them up in there, baby. They going to be like, ain't an uncle up in there. Like, make love. You better kiss me. Yeah, you gotta kiss me.
He gonna already know.
He gonna already know.
So do you have some things you gonna do this week while we wrap up? Something that you learned from last week that's gonna help you in your toolbox and going into this new week. Knowing that you stood on business, knowing that you not gonna let anything trigger you, and you can ask me.
So this week coming up is gonna be a very bittersweet kind of weekend. I know it's probably gonna be like up down.
Okay, so you're preparing.
I'm already preparing for it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go into the week and I'm gonna make the best of what's to come. Okay. And I'm closing it out.
My next.
I don't have nothing else to say.
Well then it's so you gonna make sure that you do what you need to do and you just gonna not necessarily coast unwillingly, but you just gonna.
One thing I'm in right now, stay the course.
Stay the course. I like
so
that.
I'm gonna stay the course.
That's good. I'm gonna take that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that because I these next couple of weeks it's definitely been busy. Gonna be busy with job stuff, but I'm gonna stay the course. Mm-hmm. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, stay the course. Keep the end in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Stay positive, and I'm not gonna shut down.
Yes.
Because shutdown is one of my unhealthy boundaries. No, I'm not going to shut down. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my things. So if y'all know your girl, Brittany, if you see my head start hanging low, just tell me to pick my head up. If
I'm trying not to
get, hey, don't shut up.
I'm not trying to overly stretch myself. Mm-hmm. I have learned to dwell well in chaos, and I don't want to be overstressed. If I can't do it, if a piece of clothing don't get folded, it don't get folded.
Yeah.
And I don't want to stress over things that can be done the next day. And so I'm not gonna overstretch myself.
Yeah. I like that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do this.
That's good.
I'm not gonna overdo it. Mm-hmm. Cause I know me.
Cause we stay in the course. A part of staying in the course is not rocking from side to side.
I don't want to pitter patter
and go into somebody else's lane. We got to stay in our own.
Stay the course.
Mm-hmm. Stay the course. That's good. I think we should end on that.
I think we should too.
Stay the course.
Make sure y'all go and like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Instagram. Mm-hmm. Also on my Instagram, it's Brittany.
At Nita J, Nita Jai.
Yes. And on Facebook, I'm Brittany Sykes.
And Anita Jones on Facebook.
And so y'all go and follow us on all social media platforms.
Please.
Like, subscribe, and we'll have...
Share. Like, subscribe, share.
What day you think this one will be available? Tuesday?
You don't think tomorrow?
Oh, well, we can have tomorrow.
Let's do Monday.
I like to build y'all up.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Look for the upload on YouTube, and then it'll be available on Spotify as well. Mm-hmm. And
we're on episode number 4, so please go watch the other. If you like this, go watch the other episodes.
Yeah,
we've been good.
We're gonna try to get this to y'all tomorrow, if not tonight. Because since it's Sunday Funday, I feel like it should be today because this really was a good topic.
It was.
I don't really feel like we need to go back and rewatch it.
No, it was.
I don't really feel like
it was. And this was real organic.
And
usually the other times we just press play. We have it planned out, but we needed to talk
and debrief
and we ain't talking like 2 days, y'all. We talk every day.
Yeah, we talk every day, baby. Nita been. Baby, I looked at Nita's Snapchat. I said, baby, Nita had margaritas and stuff. Baby, I don't blame her. And baby, I was moving stuff. I was
yeah. We on a mission.
We on a mission.
In different times of our missions, but it's all missions.
Yeah. And so today the mission was to sit down and have a.
And she got it going.
I'm going to make another one of these.
All right, y'all. Peace out. We love y'all. Next time. So